Vision 2021. Voices of the people. Indigenous beings sharing souls. Spiritual awakening. Intelligence. Old and young kutching in the park. No end, no beginning. Only new beginnings. 2021.
What I want us to be able to do is to realise that even though we can't change what's happening and we have, it may feel like we have no control, we have so much resilience within all of us, and we have the ability to be strong, to carry on, and to uplift each other and ourselves. And I think that's what we've been doing in Story, Care and Share a lot, is listening to each other and uplifting each other and letting our voices be heard, even though maybe in other aspects of our life we can't do that at the moment.
I would like to wake up in the morning, switch on my overused TV, to the sound of a politician say these words we are all desperate to hear. I'm pleased to announce that not one person has passed away today. There have been no new cases of COVID this month. Hospitals are all virus-free. NHS staff and their families have been sent off to the sun for a paid break that's long overdue, with our grateful thanks to each one. People are free to go on living their lives with extra care, I must stress, lest this monster should raise its cruel head again. Please, everyone, play your part. Let this never happen again. And I am blessed.
I hope it's filled with love and happiness. I hope that there is justice for victims of police brutality. I hope that systematic racism will come to an end. I hope that we can combat climate change, help the trees. And I hope that the rights for the LGBTQ plus community will stop being taken away. And I hope that 2021 is the year of change and that we can all take a step forward in the right direction.
It's all about resilience, working together and, uplifting one another and appreciating that everyone has got, the right to, just to try and be happy and to move forward and to have friendships and relationships. And, and it's kind of just about just reaching out and giving and receiving and just opening up those things, really. And I suppose I'm looking to working on my own health, and in that improving. We can't change some things because we do not know what we can change, but we can still keep, when we go up and we come down, but we still have to lift ourselves up again and go again the next day and the next day, because it's like I'm starting the day off with the question, why do I do anything? Why do we do anything? Why do we get out of bed? And we give ourselves why are we on this call? And we can turn it all into something positive. We'll still get the highs and the lows, but we just keep moving forward nonetheless. We still keep pushing back. Yeah, that's all really.
21, I hope for a year of standing up, change, love and laughter. I hope for a year of more adapting and not letting our current situation to stop us, to hold us or to trap us.
I've been working on some new ideas for workshops to connect with everyone through Zoom, because a lot of the things I like doing are actually face-to-face with people touching things, old things. But obviously this isn't possible at the moment. So I've just been thinking about some new ideas that I can put over on Zoom, especially with care homes, especially with residents in care homes, so they can have a fun and enjoy themselves and not feel left out of everything that's going on in the world at the moment. So that's just what I've been doing, and I hope that everybody enjoys.
Eleanor set us a task last year to write our vision for 2021. I suppose the top of most list would be to have our world return to the normal, and then we could get on with life as we wish it could be. So I set my mind on another track and wondered, if we could pick only one, what would be the most important vision? Would it be that COVID had never raised its ugly head? Health, definitely. Peace, riches, freedom, love, joy. Yeah, maybe. But one thing crept into my head and grew till it reached my soul. What if we had all had the power to nurture? Everything from a seed in the earth, a tree in the garden, a baby in the womb, a child at school, a total amateur picking up a paintbrush or a hand holding a pen for the very first time. Now there's a vision, and a talent and a gift for everyone, to be able to teach others the good things at which we excel ourselves. We can all see visions of it in our minds, but the lucky ones are those who are able to nurture the learners. What a wonderful world it would be if everyone had the talent to lead others along the path of growth and knowledge, of learning and wanting to pass things and talents on to next generations. Not only could we as a world become more intelligent, but surely we could learn how not to behave, but to share, and to share our knowledge, carrying forward and leading future generations into a better world. As the Reverend Eli Jenkins prayed, to see our best side, not our worst.
Normality. I want my old life back. I hear the chorus of the world cry. We all know why. For we've lived through 2020 in a bizarre way. Oh, to live again without hiding under the duvet, or staring at 4 brick walls that are our imposed punch balls, to breathe again the outdoor air without this lockdown with rules unfair, to travel and to meet you and you without the 2-meter queue. I know I've abided by the guidelines. Do you really need to visit the Pennines? The virus has mutated, a new variant created. Soon a vaccine will come to our aid. But remember, care still needs to upgrade. A light at the end of the tunnel shines. To travel its path also needs confines. For even in ordinary times, laws and manners invade our pastimes. Be kinder and kindness will come to you. Be considerate and consideration will come to you. Then eventually normality will appear once more. How we then live, it will be life's core.
A warm sun flavoured the air. 8 people. 3 knew each other. 3 knew each other. 2 knew each other. We all knew 1. Minds came together, souls combined, hearts emptied into an airy space. Storytelling, my son asked with a smile in his voice. Yes, stories should be told, especially autobiographical ones, if courage permits. That is what it takes, allowing others to look inside the suitcase of your heart. My words came easily in my head, but difficult to impart. I did take the plunge. Once started, I did not want to stop. I gutted my Piscean body, spilling some childhood memories. Challenging, yes. Comfortable, But as time ticked, so did we all. Slow hearts quickened as emotional, historical, colourful, interesting stories emerged. Weepy tales, whispering steam, window panes, well-being crippled, wake for a child, wishing on a star, walking on the wild side in the sun, warm flavoured air. We all got to know one another, thanks to Eleanor.
Despite having 20/20 vision last year, so many just could not see. The damage being done by cutting down so many trees. The plastics in our oceans, the pollutants in the air. It took a global virus to make us take time to stop and stare. So what will 2021 bring to our humankind? Well, for me, it's peace and love that's uppermost in my mind, and tolerance and consideration for all living beings, and a greater understanding of what it is we're really seeing. I long for David Attenborough to be the man right at the very top, to enforce more laws for decimation of forests to be stopped, for all countries to work together for the good of us all, to break down all the barriers instead of building walls, to get every expert brain to work in total unity, to create and allow our whole world to run on clean energy, with running water, nutritious food and basic pay being a human right, and a warm, cosy shelter to sleep in every night. For people to be responsible for every action that they take, and for truth to be told in the media instead of news that's fake. For consideration of others and kindness to be taught in schools, with life skills and relaxation being on the list of rules. For us all to remember how insignificant we really are. In universal terms, we are but fleas in a massive jar. But how much we can make a difference with a kind word or a smile, and when we're allowed a hug to make it last a very long while. Because a minimum of 20 seconds releases oxytocin, lowers blood pressure, reduces stress. This has to be win-win. So my vision for 2021 involves lots of love and hugs, arms that reach out to help, not shoulders that just shrug. A world where kindness is king and the most infectious disease is a smile plastered on everyone's lips that gets passed on with ease. I know I wear rose-coloured glasses above my PPE mask, but are all these future hopes really too much to ask? Another ending, a new beginning. Life goes on and on. Each day brings a new dawn, a chance to change because the past has gone.
When my mother was really very ill, we waited about 5 hours for an ambulance to come and fetch her. And she woke up when she heard all the engine noise and the lights, saw the lights through her window. And she got up and she was wandering around. And the ambulance man came in and he held out his hands and she danced towards him. And it was a little sort of assertion of her former self, the way she was, a dancer. And he danced her out to the ambulance. And then in the morning, after what must have been a horrendous shift, he came and he asked us how she was. And it was so kind. And I thought, well, with those little acts of kindness from one human being to another human being, maybe we'll get through. Because at the moment, all I can see is a terrible, terrible wasting away of decency and truthfulness. So with our acts of kindness, maybe we can offset that and maybe it'll permeate into our lives a bit more and make them better.
I have lived through these years of progress, yet some people still are homeless. I have lived through the troubled years, and still these times bring many fears. I have lived through wars and violent times. Young men die till the peace bell chimes. I have seen the scientific day, space travel and computers here to stay. Television, video, energy for an early grave. These 50 years have seen such changes. Tunnels under seas and through mountain ranges. I have lived in the era of devil and saint. Hitler, Stalin and Amin, the world did taint. But glory be the world can sing for men like Schweitzer and Luther King. I've seen the dole queues, hate and aggression, discrimination and freedom suppression. So much in half a century. We've survived it all, that's plain to see. And as life rushes on with no time to spare, I'm really glad that I was there.
Goodbye 2020, you will not be missed. For all the grief you brought, I'm glad you are dismissed. Here comes 2021, a ray of hope shines bright. We we look to the horizon and see the end in sight. My vision for the year ahead is a little bit different than usual. To hug my family and laugh with friends, I hope that's not too delusional. My resolutions might seem quite typical. I know that much is clear. Except this time around, I plan to live my life with much more cheer. A more gentle approach to my goals and being proud of the progress I've made. The negativity of the last year is what I choose to trade. My hope for the year is simple, and I know we can achieve it. For a healthier, kinder, more compassionate world, that my hope won't quit. Love and kindness, being gentle with ourselves, connectivity and belonging, sharing our stories, making the extra effort to be kind.
Eradicating COVID, encouraging change and survival, reviving live theatre and leisure, free entertainment, improving health, regeneration, eradicating the carbon footprint, getting rid of greed and selfishness, and child abuse. And also free television licenses for all in the shutdown.
Be kind to our planet. The planet will be kind to us.
Listen, tolerate and communicate with every living thing.
I listen when you share with kindness, empathy, acceptance.
Because it shouldn't be about you without you.
And I'll act with integrity.
Voices of the people reconnecting.
Twin pillars, resilience and consideration.
Reveal, relate, recover, remember, renew.
Love to conquer and heal.